What's up, everybody? This is Sut from PriceIsKing.com. Let's take a look at Intel. We're here to talk about Intel and the stock analysis related to Intel. We're going to be doing a chart analysis of what's going on, technical chart analysis of Intel. Now, I know there's a lot of things going on with Intel. There's companies looking to buy them out. You got Apollo. You got all different sorts of news cycles that you're hearing lately. You know, Qualcomm is on the picture. What's going on? I mean, should you hold? Should you buy? Is this what you want to hold for long term? Let's take a look at the charts. Let's see what's happening. Let's take a look at the charts and see where we want to go. Now, without the news cycle, if we're looking straight at the charts itself, then there's a lot going on in the picture, right? You had some cycles over here where it was going upwards, then you had a consolidation and then a leg down, and then there was a big dip right around here, and then now you have some sideways action, and all these news cycles are coming in, right? What do you want to do with this? Where's it going? If you're looking at it from a chart, whether or not do you want to hold on to this for a long term and maybe make it out on the positive side with maybe a possible buyout? And that's where you want to look at it, right? Look at where it is, right? Overall, look at this is a daily chart, 3-year weekly chart. If you look at the weekly chart and take a step back, it's just been going down. There's a lower high here, lower high here, a lower high here, a big leg down, and then now you have this little H forming, right? So what do you make of it? Right, there's a lot of negativity, right? You got NVIDIA in the picture where, their GPUs are making a killer on the AI scene. Intel recently announced an AI chip as well. And now there's rumors about potential buyouts. Apollo is making a call for it. Qualcomm is making a call for it. Now maybe there's a push for it to go down so that these companies can buy the stock at a cheaper price. Perhaps that's what's happening, right? If you look at the volume, look at what's going on, right? You saw this average volume, and all of a sudden you got this big dip up in volume. That says a lot, right? If you're looking at the weekly charts, there was a cross here, there was a cross here on the down, now there's a cross up, and it's trying to peak above the MACD. This is on the weekly chart, right? So there's some room for it to go upwards. If you're a short-term trader, there's definitely some profit to be made here. You want to take a look at it on the weekly chart. Remember, always take a step back and look at the bigger picture when you're looking at swing trading, long-term investments. You want to see where it's going, right? You had Intel touching and hovering on the weekly charts along the lower Bollinger Band, and then it continued to ride it, and now it's above the lower Bollinger Band. It hit the low of 1851 here just a couple of days ago, and now today it's at 22, almost 23, right? It's above. Now it's trying to gravitate towards the mid band. Okay, so there's some room for it to go upward, and this is just some profit taking from the bears trying to take it up. In the next few days, we may see some additional cycles of news. That could be other companies trying to acquire Intel, perhaps, and that might drive it a little bit further up. But again, it's a risky move. You don't know what's happening. If you're a swing trader, this may be a couple of days move for you to get in, get out, make some profit. And at the same time, if the news cycle goes and says, okay, you know what, Qualcomm decided to step away and doesn't want to buy it, or another company comes along and has the same situation, they can't buy it, or maybe the government may say, no, you can't do this because of, so-and-so rules and whatnot. I mean, that could be all in the picture. And so you want to be careful. So over here, let's take a look right here. The Bollinger Band is being looked at, right? So the price is going to gravitate towards the Bollinger Band and then see what happens, right? So on the weekly chart, that's what's happening. On the daily chart, if you take a step a little bit closer on the daily, now you'll see, remember I just showed you this picture that there was some sideways action, there was some news cycle and a dip down, some news cycle and sideways action over here. Now there's some rumor mills and whatnot, right? So you see all of this is slowly gravitating upwards, and you want to kind of make a call right here. See, if you look at this particular price action area, this is where the Bollinger Band is on the top, right? It's trying to now hug the top of the Bollinger Bands, the upper Bollinger Bands. And what it's happening is, now will it continue to ride for another couple of days? I think that's a possibility. And that's certainly a case, because look, it's crossed over the previous lows. It's crossed over this high of the previous couple of days ago. It's trying to now, you got 1, 2, and 3 resistant areas. So there's got to be something over here. I haven't loaded the fibs on this chart, but I'm sure there's some fib on this location here that could easily make it a resistant point, and now it's just got to break through. And if it does, remember, this is the RAM indicator. Once it's above the RAM, there's going to be some price gravitation towards the 27, certainly, and that's what you'll end up seeing. Let me zoom in a little bit closer so you see what's exactly happening. All right, this, let me add the price. There's a price over here, sort of right over here, right around here. So you have some of this resistance point, and then it's trying to make support. Now, I don't think this is going to be a strong support, just because you have a lot of resistance point over here. You got the upper Bollinger Band that it's trying to ride against, right? So there's certainly some resistance that it'll try to knock it down. If the bears can't control this, then it's going to easily spit itself up, okay? And when that happens, there's really no upside that's going to be a resistance. The only other upside would be this lower one right here for this particular bar, and that comes out to be about $28, right? And if that happens, the next target would be 28 and change. But what I'm thinking, if you want to kind of pay attention this time around to the news cycle, when you're looking at day trading, I usually don't look at the news cycle. I look at price action. And because Intel is kind of in that situation where there's companies looking to acquire it and whatnot, you might want to kind of just pay attention to see what's happening. And when that happens, this could either flat out just the bulls could take it up, or what's going to end up happening is that insiders, or and honestly, you really can't tell, right? Unless you're in the picture of big leagues, you really can't tell what's going on with the insiders, right? And they could easily push the price down, right? When one of these large corporations could have insiders going in and trying to bring the price down and down and down and down. And what they'll end up doing, maybe they might even throw some negative cycles and whatnot, and the price could easily go down to $15. And when it does, whoever wants to try to acquire the company will try to snatch it up at 15 instead of 22. Or maybe when it's currently trading at 15, they might offer 18 or 19 or 20, whatever it may be, right? Substantially lower. I mean, for us, it's not a big deal, right? Because you're not trading in billions, but some of these large corporations may be looking at numbers in the billions, right? So you want to be mindful of that. And that's why they want prices to go down so that they can acquire the company at a lower price. Always keep that in mind. Okay. So with that, let me know what you think. If you have another stock that you want me to analyze, talk about, bring that up on the charts, make a comment and let me know. And make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Price is King.